Well, I'm one of the founders of AYB Foundation, and we were just basically a group of friends who grew up together in Yerevan. We went to we have the same passion for physics and math, and went to then to a school in Moscow, which is like a Moscow version of MIT. And when after 20 years, we realized that we want to give back. We wanted to create those opportunities for kids that seemed to be missing. It seemed like education had gone down in Armenia, and we felt like, that was the end where we had to start. If you had to transform the Armenian society, you had to start with the kids and with education. I have to say, I was always one of the most skeptical people of the project, and I would always say, "Oh, let's not be too ambitious. And it's great that I've been proven wrong on many occasions, it's really the charisma of Father Mesrov, who was, he's also an ex-physicist. He went to that school. We went there together, and his passion and his ability to drive things, and not just him, of course, it's just amazing how it brought all these people together, and not just us, the friends who knew each other from Yerevan, but people from the U.S., Russia, people who have nothing to do with schools, who grew up somewhere else. It's just stunning what this has become. Well, it's interesting that AYB has become a magnet for a lot of people, a lot of ideas. It has a lot of credibility. It has, a big role in many aspects. And also because Father Mesrov has been involved with so many things and is such a well-known figure in the U.S., has had, for years relationship with AGBU, with many other projects. And AGBU has helped him before with his radio project and so on and so forth. So, and AGBU also, being this preeminent Armenian organization that has always been at the center of, sustaining Armenian culture with its credibility, its group of dedicated people and donors. And it's only natural that these two organizations have come together, and of course we're finding a lot of things that we can do together. Whether AYB helping with AGBU's project and schools that AGBU has been supporting throughout diaspora with our resources and our curricula, and especially in the Armenian language and so on and so forth, or AGBU giving access to the network and the people and the know-how, and providing being the conduit and organizationally. It's wonderful to see these organizations coming together and doing things together. Well, look, I mean, skepticism is healthy. We don't want to be starry-eyed, dreamers. We want to be realists. And some people are naturally more optimistic than others. But what I have seen is that this enthusiasm is very contagious. And when you reach this critical mass, it just, it really, there's only way from here is to do it, to get it better, to make it happen. It's just, we're so invested in it.
And the growth seems to be exponential
so
from this
many
point
people are invested in it, and yeah, because as the snowball gathers stone, it's getting bigger and bigger, and it's setting roots in so many places, and there are so many connections now. And if you think about all these great universities, and believe it or not, there are people at MIT, Armenians, who are so prominent, like Nubar Afeyan. He opens doors for us, right? And Cambridge, and we have all these connections, and Vartan Grigoryan, and all of a sudden all these people who have been in different places, they see that this is something real happening, and because of that, it's really happening. It is happening. It's going to happen, and we can't go back. We can't let it fail. It's just so important now. One of the most amazing things about AYB is the absolute dedication to excellence. That there is no tolerance for being second best, for being just okay, which is why I was skeptical about putting a lot of money into the building. I was saying, well, it's a lot of expense, let's have an old building, take over another school, and people said, no, it's never going to be really excellent. So we went to MIT, we talked to people there, to the preeminent professor who's now deceased, I forgot his name, but he was, the main guy there at MIT studying urban development and spaces, creating spaces, and we really designed the space so people could come together. It had to be the best. You take some legacy institution, like even Ivy League schools, the buildings are not organized the right way. Now we know, so now AYB is organized in the best possible way. Everything has to be the best. And this dedication to excellence is really something that brings people together. There's no, room for saying, yeah, well, we're a developing country, we're third world, this is okay, we'll survive. No. Everything is, and it's brought by people who have achieved excellence. You've seen like David Yang is one of the founding members, and he's created a company that was best at optical character recognition. It's it's those people who will not settle for second best. I think that's the most important thing, and the pride. So we have to be proud of this, and we can't say, we can't, how should I say it, be regarded like junior something, we go to Cambridge, we go to Stanford, and we're saying, this is something that you will be proud of as partners. This is the lab where you will implement your best, most modern, cutting-edge ideas, and we're going to implement it with you for Armenia with our specific goals and our specific environment. Here on October 22nd, 2015, I came to New York in a big way with a big presentation, and we have seen the last 10 years and the tremendous progress with me in the field of education and technology and just coming together. And we have seen the vision for the next 10 years. And it's truly an optimistic message that I think that we Armenians need, especially in the diaspora. There's a lot of skepticism, and after years of donating to this and that, and people are not always sure where it all went, and this is truly glorious to see something happening on such a scale, of such quality, and really giving hope. Այսօր հոկտեմբերի 22-ին 2015 թվականի AYB եկավ Նյու Յորք մեծ ներկայությամբ եւ ներկայացրեց եւ AYB պատմությունը մինչեւ օրս ինչ հաջողությունների հասած է եւ նաեւ ինչ ապագային մեջ պրոջեկտներ կան եւ ինչպիսի հույս մենք ունենք եւ հավատ ունենք որ AYB-ը ինչպես պիտի Հայաստանը զարգացնի եւ հարստացնի։ Կարծեմ որ մենք այսօր տեսանք շատ լավատես մի տեսիլ թե ինչպես Հայաստանը կգնա զարգանալ, Հայաստանի հայ-թեքը, Հայաստանի զարգացումը հիմնված կրթության վրա, հիմնված այն բանի վրա, որ մենք հայերս միշտ եղել ենք աշխարհի մեջ բազմալեզու, կրթական տեսակետից բաց համակարգ, վերցնելով աշխարհից ամեն լավ բաները կարող ենք ստեղծել մեր ունիկալ հայկականը եւ կարող ենք այս աշխարհի մեջ որ հնարավորություն է տալիս նոր բաների, նոր տեխնոլոգիաների զարգացնել այդ ուղղությամբ եւ դառնալ շատ զարգացած լավ ապահով տեղ